Okay, so this is example of interpolation. Here we can specify any values in TS file, and we can access in the HTML file through this double curly bracket within the double curly bracket. Okay, that is called interpolation binding. Okay, second is property binding. Here we can declare the property within the double braces, double uh, square bracket, and specify the variable equal to variable, so we can access that values. Okay, that is similar to interpolation binding, but in property binding we can also perform the value of boolean values. Okay, so this is the example of interpolation binding, and this is the example of property binding. In property binding we declare the property in square bracket, after that equal to, we can specify the value, and this variable we can declare in TS file. Okay, we can declare the values of this. Okay, we can also perform the calculation. Also we can perform, suppose you want to perform any calculation, we can also do this. Second thing, here we can also perform the calculation. Okay, here in property binding we can also perform the boolean values. Okay, so here disable is equal to display, and in display if we will declare as a true, so it will disable. Otherwise if you declare the false, then it will show on the web page. Okay, and the third is class binding. For class binding we can declare the different class in CSS files. In CSS file we can declare the class, like here there is a para and para2. I have declared their different types of properties and values. And if you want to access these properties, this class, so for this purpose we use square bracket. Within the square bracket we can declare the class, and here we can declare the class in single quotation. Okay, then it will apply here. So you can see here, like suppose this is a para, and para declare here font size is 20, color blue, and black, background color is a black. Okay, so suppose you want to execute it, you can see here, you can see this. Property binding, class binding. Here background is black. Okay, background is black, and para, for para color of letters is a blue, and in para2 that is white. So here you can see this blue and white. Okay, so it's very simple. First of all, declare the class in the CSS file. If you want to this class, you can declare with the class attribute within the square bracket, and after that in single quotation mark you can specify the class name. Same as here, if you want to apply class para2, you can specify in double quotation mark, single quotation mark. Okay, same thing. Suppose here I have declared multiple classes, other multiple classes, like here suppose here is a b1, so we can declare b1 is a chocolate color, letter text color is chocolate, background color as you like, you can specify. Here I have declared three classes, dot b1, dot b2, and dot b3. In dot b2 I have declared the class text color, in b2 background color, and in b3 font size. So suppose we want to use b1, so it is very simple. At the place of here para1, we can declare here b1. Okay, Save this file, and in B1 you can see this, we have declared chocolate class, chocolate color of text. So here you can see this. Okay, this is chocolate color. Okay, same as suppose here I have declared B2. So background color, here I have declared background color, this color is background color. So here I have declared B2. So then you can see this is background color. Okay, if you want to change the size, so for this purpose we can change this B3. Okay, you can see this, change size the color, size the text, font size. Okay, so as you like, you can use any class declare in single quotation mark. Okay, but suppose here here I'm going to use para. Okay, then you can see this is a para, this is para, this is para. Again here I have declared multiple classes like B1, B2, B3, para 2. Okay, so suppose we want to access these classes through the TS file. So for TS file we can, here we can specify any variable is equal to, like suppose we want to use only B1, so you can declare here B1. Okay, and here I have declared another class that is a para 2, and here you can see this is many. You can specify any class name, variable name. So here I have declared a many variable. You can specify any variable name, like here suppose declare here okay, and we can declare this joy variable here, and here specify here joy is equal to B1. Okay, so joy is equal to B1. So here we can specify here class in square bracket, and here we can specify that variable joy, and joy is equal to B1, and B1 declare here color of text is a chocolate color. Okay, so we can see here you can see this is a chocolatey color. If you want to change here B2, then you can background color change. If here declare B3, okay, so this is a B3. So we can change through the TS file. Okay, same thing, suppose we want to use here B1. Okay, also, so you can declare here B1, then here you can see this text color and size both are applied. If here declare B2 also, okay, so background color, BG color and size, all three classes are applied. Okay, so here this is a class, so here we can declare the class as we declared in CSS. So here para 2, B1, B2, B3. After that, suppose we want to use, so we can easily use it as, we can declare here in double quotation mark, with single quotation mark we can declare that class and we can use it. Okay, but suppose we want to make it as a dynamic, so we can declare a variable. You can specify any variable and specify this variable in TS file. So here joy is equal to B1, B2, B3, or you can declare all classes as you like. You can declare the class that will apply at the place of joy. So you can specify any class and you can use it. Okay. After that is style binding. It's okay. Any doubt, any queries? Hello. It's okay. Okay, now. So suppose same as suppose we want to use style binding. We want to use style binding. So in style binding, we use style as a property. Okay, just like class. Here we are using as a class as a property. Same as we can use style as a property. Is equal to, we can specify just like we can also declare it as a in CSS. We can declare the property and values. If we want to declare multiple properties, multiple values, so you can use comma, and after that you can declare the other property and other values. Okay, so this is a style binding. As you like, as you need, you can specify here style, declare in square bracket, and after that you can specify the properties and value in this format. Okay, and you can see this. This is style binding. After that you can see this. You can see this first. Here I have declared here color blue and background color yellow. So you can see this is a blue color text and background color white or yellow. Okay, so this is example of style binding. Okay, here we can specify the style as a property in square bracket, and after that we can specify the properties and values. Okay, this is simple way. But suppose you want to make it dynamic, so for this purpose you can declare a variable is equal to style properties, like here I have declared xyz, and here you can specify the equal to xyz. Xyz is equal to color red, background color black, font size 13. As you like, as you need, you can specify the value of xyz, and you can see this, like color is red, background black, and 30 size. So here you can see this. Yes, you can see this, background black, word in text in red color, and size is 30. Okay, you can change it, like suppose here I have declared this as a white. Okay, so you can see here that's white. Okay, if we have declared here yellow, suppose here I have declared yellow, so you can see this here, this is yellow. Okay, suppose here I have declared it as a red, and background color is black. Okay, you can see this. Okay, suppose here I have declared red, and here as a background color green. You can see this, you can background color green. If you declare here as a white, then you can see this is a white. If here I have declared 50, so the size of the font will be 50. So we can declare this property, this is style, in TS file, and we can call these values in HTML through the style binding. Style, and here we can specify that variable that will apply on that tag. Okay, here same thing, here we can directly declare here, or we can declare it in TS file and we can use it. Okay, hello. Okay, it's okay. Okay, now suppose here I'm going to use attribute binding. This is the attribute binding. Here I'm create a table. Okay, this table have two lines. You can specify any number of lines. No, there's a tr, and here there's a th. This is a heading. So heading, there are, suppose here, suppose this is a table. Okay, and suppose here I delete this. Save this file. Okay, and here I have declared a id in the ts file. Id is equal to sd@gmail.com, and here I am using this. I want to print these values here. So now I want to show on the page here. So here you can see this Amit Arora name, and this is the attribute binding. Okay, name and email. Okay, but suppose here I'm going to use name and in two part, like Arora, like first name and last name. Okay, so I want to here use td and declare here this, and we want to show it. So here you can see this. There are two part, Amit and Arora, and email ID. The value of email ID is there. Okay, so for the solution of this problem, we can specify here is equal to 2. I declare as a 2. Okay, again I'm going to see here. So you can see this email ID here and name. There are two columns using as a name. Okay, so here I have declared as a only 2. Okay, but suppose we want to use attribute binding. What is the use of attribute binding? For this purpose, I'm going to declare here any variable, like suppose any variable num3 is equal to 2. Okay, here I have declared num3, and here I'm going to use here num3 at the place of 2. Means we want to call that value from the ts file. So for this purpose, here we use attribute property, attribute binding. For this purpose, dot ATTR dot, we can specify that variable. So now it should be apply the value of num3. Okay, so for this purpose, here you can say this. Here Amit Arora, it's working, no problem. Suppose here I declare the value of num3 is equal to 3. Okay, so here, from here we can change. You can see this name have 3 columns. Okay, so as per our need, we can handle it from the ts file. Okay, if we declare 2, then it will show 2. So here we can declare a variable and we can use that variable. Here attribute dot, we can specify the attribute and specify the variable. So it will apply. Okay. Next thing is the event binding. What is the event binding? Means we can perform on the basis of event, like on click, on submit. These event we want to perform any operation. Okay, so suppose here event binding, here we are trying to print the value of employee ID. You can specify any variable in the TS file and you can show here. Okay, and this is a way of property binding, and this is a way of interpolation. Okay, and here I am using button and submit button, and on click the my function will be called. Okay, so here you can see this event binding. This is a event binding, and this is a input tab, input values and click. Okay, so suppose here I declare here employee value is equal to emp name, suppose here declare emp name. Okay, and here also emp name. Okay, so here you can see this, it's showing here Amit Khurana because I have already declared this value in employee ID, employee name. Username is equal to Amit Khurana. But here two-way binding, Ravi, sorry for this. Okay, event binding Ravi, because I have already declared employee name as a Ravi. Here you can see this employee name as a Ravi. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so here I have declared like employee AMP name is equal to Ravi. So here declare AMP name. So here it will show Ravi. If here I declare it as a AMP ID, okay, is a EMP ID. Okay, it is not. Okay, don't confuse it. Okay, this is the only way to display the values. Okay, so don't confuse it. This is the interpolation method, and this is the property. Here I have declared value as a property. Employee ID, that is a variable that contains the values. So here you can see this is the employee ID. And suppose here I have declared salary, so here we can specify here salary. Okay, that shows the salary. Okay, but suppose you want to change the value of salary, okay, through the on click salary or any variable. If you want to change the value through the through an event, suppose here click event, then you click on this button, then my function will be called. So we have need of this function, so I'm going to declare this function in TS file. So here you can see this is a TS file. Okay, here I have declared employee ID is equal to 999. Okay, so suppose here suppose this is salary. I have declared a salary. This is salary. Okay, I want to show salary here. Okay, so here I am going to print salary. Where is the salary? Suppose this is salary. Salary. Type is equal to text, value is equal to salary. Okay, and this is a way of interpolation. And suppose you want to change the value of salary. Okay, so here declare this is a function, and we want to change it. So this dot imply id is equal to 999. Okay, so when we will click on it, on click me button, then it will change. You can see. But this is imply id actually. We need to change the salary. So here declare salary, this dot salaries, and salary values already declare here 5678. Okay, we want to change it. Then click here, then you can see this is the salary. Okay, so the on event we can call the value from the TS file. Okay, so for this purpose here we can call any function like click function, then a click event, and here we are calling a function, and we have need to declare this function in the TS file. Okay, so you have declared the TS file, and as per your need, as your requirement, you can write the code, you can change the values, or as you like, which you want to need, you can apply here. Okay, so that is a event binding. Okay, so on event, on click event, my function will call, and here we can create that function and function value, and we can use it. Okay, and the next is a two-way binding. Means in two-way binding we can get the value from the HTML, and again we can show on the HTML file. So HTML to TS and TS to HTML. And here like interpolation binding, event binding, class binding, style binding, attribute binding, property binding. In these binding, we are trying to get the value from the TS to HTML. But in two-way binding, we are trying to get the value from the form, from HTML to TS and TS to HTML. Okay, so for this purpose here I am using a input tag. Okay, so for this purpose, because we are going to use form, because we have only one way, with one option to in website we have only single option to get the value from the user end, that is a form. So if you want to use form, so first of all, please add here forms module. Here you will type here in import, type here forms module. Here you can suppose this, you type here forms, you will get here forms, type here forms module, then it will automatically import here. Okay, after that in form you use ng model. Actually we use ng model at the place of value. This is a value. Okay, so we use ng model at the place of value. Okay, and here we can specify the variable name. So here I have declared this variable name, here username as equal to Amit Khurana. Okay, and if this value will show on HTML page here, and if we will change the value of username, so we can do this, and after changing that value show here. Okay, so now here you can see this Amit. Currently I have declared the username Amit Khurana. Okay, so it is showing here in input tag, you can see this is showing Amit Khurana. If you want to delete this, like Ajay Pandey, here you can see this value. So here You can see this. Here we change the value. So if you input this value here, any values, that will set the value of username. And here the current value of username we are trying to show here. Okay. So this is a two-way binding. Through this variable, we can set the value of variable of TS file, and again we can show the value of TS file variable. So anywhere as you like, you can access that values. So that is the example of two-way binding. Okay. So here there are different types of binding, like one-way binding and two-way binding. Okay. In one-way binding, interpolation, property, class, style, attribute, and event binding. Like here you can see this. Class binding. Okay. Class binding, style binding. Okay. Attribute binding, event binding, and tool binding. These are the example. Okay. So now I am going to share this. Please do the practice on these different types of data binding. Data binding. Okay. The example of is a HTML file.